Welcome back. So we learned a lot about classes and arrow functions. Let's now turn our heads towards new operator we will be able to use in the future of JavaScript and we already can use today in our React project. The spread and rest operator. Actually, it's only one operator, three dots. Yes, this may look strange, but the operator is just three dots. Now, if we call it spread or rest, depend on where we use it. The spread operator is used to split up array element or object properties. So we spread up an array or object. For example, if we have an old array and we want to add all the elements from that old array to a new array, and additionally add a 1 and a 2 element, this first syntax will be what we use. Three dots in front of old array will simply pull out all the elements and add it into a new array, which we created with square brackets. And of course, then we can add more elements to it. So if we just use the normal syntax with the square brackets to create an array, the same for the object, we create a new object. With curly braces, the new properties, but then we have a dot dot. All object to pull out all the properties of old object. As a side note, if the old object also had a new property, it will be overwritten by a new property 5 here. So when new own property takes precedence, this is the spread operator. Now the rest operator is the same operator but used differently. Here it is used to merge a list of function arguments into an array. And it shows where we use it. We use it in a function argument list. Here is an example. So args receive an unlimited amount of arguments. So one argument, 2, 3, or whatever. With dot dot dot, we only write one argument, args, but we may actually receive more than one, and they will be merged together into an array. So then we can apply array method to our arguments list or do whatever we want to do with our conveniently stored arguments. Let's have a look both such as a JS bin there. So spread operators for array. So the core piece to know is the syntax. This is the spread operator. So I am going to create one const like function like array, which is we have array here, and in array I'm adding my, we can say any objects or array have a properties or objects. It expands set to items, like you can say items or what. And now am I calling here, if I'm calling here array2, or you can call like new array and whatever names you want to give them. So I'm just simply doing three dots, the spread operator, and then calling the array which one I want to add in this. So I call the spread operator, the three dots, and then calling the array which I want to do, and then I'm going to add some more objects or more properties. So let's have a look what's the output of here. So if I'm going now to console log, and the console log of array2, which we extend with the old array. So if I put the run button, so now you can see 1, 2 from the old array and 3 and from the new array, which is the name I give him array2. So this is how we can use the spread operator in array. Now if we want to use for the object, so let's create an object. So I'm calling here const, and I have an object here, I'm just calling with the obj and calling one, that you guys recognize which one is old one and which one is you can say new one. So in object I have one a, and the a property, like a value, you can say the a have a value which is I'm calling value Sam, and then I have a b object, and the b object have a value of Sam, and I'm just calling John. Now here is another object, object 2. What if we want to add the same the old objects and the new objects being together? So here I'm calling the C object, and the C is calling property calling male, and then here I'm calling the spread operator, which is for the object I'm going to use it. So the 3 dots we can use here, and then I'm calling the all objects array of all object, which is object 1. So now if I'm going to console log here, in the console log I'm calling object 2. Let me see. So now you can see a come, and then same John, and then C made. So they took the object from the object 1, the old objects of array, and bring together in the new objects, like copying the values of an object into a new one. Now I'm going to show you the rest operator. So like we can use in a function method. So here I'm calling a function which is called a filter. In this filter I'm going to give him some arguments which will be new, and then arrow function, and the objects I'm just simply doing return what we want to return. So calling here, this is the spread methods, basically the rest method for the, so I'm calling here okay, args, and goes by filter, okay, arg.filter, because the arguments come, and then sorry, I'm calling here okay, we have like element, for example element, and then I'm using here inline arrow function, and simply call if element is equal to 1. We just need the element which is equal to 1. So now if we console log here, and we have to put some logic in the console log, which is we have a filter function, and when we create it here, and in the filter function we have values which is 1, 2, 3 and 4. If I'm going to now run, so they will be just giving the one array of just one object which we already element set to the equal of 1. If I'm equal to 2, and now I'm calling again, so they can give us just only the number we wanted. So this is how we can use rest on spread operator, and we will be using our React projects whenever we, and I will be explain why we using here the rest and spread operator. See you in the next video.